Hi guys, it's Sister Barry here. It's been a few months since we've seen each other last for singing time, but we're happy to be able to bring singing time to you virtually until we can go back to primary together. Since you've seen me last, I have had a baby. Her name is Sophie. She is now 6 months old. Below, I want you to comment and tell us something that you've done since we've seen each other in March so we can all see what each other are doing. Today, we are going to go through a Christmas song called When Joseph Went to Bethlehem. We learned it a few years ago with Sister Jax, and so this will be a review for the older kids, and the younger kids will get to learn this fun Christmas song about Joseph and Mary and what happened when Joseph went to Bethlehem with Mary. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go through this song. This song is written from what the composer, the person who made the music and wrote the words and the songs, the music to go with the song, what the composer thought that it might have looked like from Joseph's point of view, Jesus' birth and going to Bethlehem with his wife Mary. So it starts out, when Joseph went to Bethlehem, I think he took great care to place his tools and close his shops and leave no shavings there. Joseph in the Bible, it talks about Joseph being a carpenter, so he made things. You can see this picture is a picture of a depiction of somebody making things out of wood. That was Joseph's job. So he took great care to clean up and to close his shop, and that's what the author of the song thought. He urged the donkey forward then with Mary on its back and carried bread and goat cheese in a little linen sack. So you'll see that Joseph is walking, that's traditionally what we think of, while Mary, pregnant with baby Jesus and about to have him, is riding the donkey. He carried bread and goat's cheese, so he probably carried some kind of food because it was a long journey, in a little linen sack, a little cloth bag. I think they're at the busy inn that he was meek and mild. I like these words, meek and mild, because it shows us that Joseph wasn't mad whenever there was no room for him and Mary, that maybe the author thought he was meek, he was humble, he was nice to him, and mild. He didn't raise his voice. Maybe he just asked, where else can we stay? And awed to be the guardian of Mary's sacred child. And sacred is, another word for special in the church, spiritual. And you'll see the picture of Joseph and Mary and Jesus. That's one depiction of Jesus's birth. So it talks about it being chilly hours, and I'm sure it was cold. He smoothed the swaddling bands. The swaddles, you might see them if you see a baby. So now we have swaddle blankets where we wrap them up really tight. Back then they had something similar where they could wrap up the baby to keep him warm, wrap up Jesus. And Jesus felt the quiet strength of Joseph's gentle hands. And close beside the manger bed, he dimmed the lantern's light and held the little Jesus close upon that holy night. So you'll see that this is all from Joseph's perspective, from how Joseph might have viewed Jesus' birth. So now that we've gone through some of those trickier words that we might have not known, and some of those phrases, and we've talked about what this song means, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to sing it for you guys. There's great YouTube videos out there if you want to look them up. You can look it up on the Gospel Library Tools, and you can listen to the song. I think it's in the Children's Hymn Book, it's page 38. And then, like I said, lots of good YouTube videos where you can practice it and sing along. This is a great song for Christmas time because it shows us Joseph's perspective of being there with Jesus when he was born, and his sacred role in Jesus' birth. So You're going to hear an introduction where we don't sing, and then you'll hear me singing this song. When Joseph went to Bethlehem, I think he took great care to place his tools and close his shop and leave no shavings there. He urged the donkey forward then with Mary on its back, and carried bread and goat cheese in a little linen sack. I think they're at the busy inn, but he was weak and mild, and ought to be the guardian of Mary's sacred child. Perhaps all through the chilly airs he smoothed the sweltering beds, and Jesus felt the quiet strength of Joseph's gentle hand. And close beside the manger bed he dimmed the lantern's light, and held the little Jesus close upon that holy night. So that is the song. Feel free to practice it. Feel free to sing it to everyone you can think of. Call your grandparents and sing it. Call aunts, uncles, cousins. Go caroling to your neighbors and sing it. And learn this fun song for Christmas. So next year, the very first song we'll learn is Joseph Smith's First Prayer. This is a song in the hymn book, and it's got 4 verses, so it's gonna be a little tricky, but I think we can do it. And this song talks about the very first vision, the first vision in our church, and the reason our church exists is because of Joseph's first vision. And so we will be learning all about Joseph Smith and the restoration of the church next year in DNC from our primary teachers, and so this will be a good way to learn about it through music. I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to you two being with you next week and reading your comments about what's going on in your life.